Hey guys, JoeFan82 here. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know that I have recently become a member of the G.I. Joe Club and a subscriber for the FSS 5.0, which we will see next year. I'm really excited about seeing the figures next year. This is my first time doing this, so I thought I'd take a look at the mock-up images that the club has released and give you my thoughts. The first figure we have is Charbroil. I never had this figure as a kid, the vintage figure, so I don't really have any strong feelings about how it is representing the original figure. This figure looks okay. I've seen pictures of the Night Force version that was released a few years ago, and I've heard people say they prefer the Night Force version, which, I mean, it's the same figure, it's just colored differently. His helmet looks a little buggy, looks like kind of like a bug, but he looks okay. Moving on, we have Ambush. Ambush was one of my favorite figures as a kid. I loved his fatigues, his mutton chops. He was great. His accessories with the tent. This guy looks great except for his neck. Looks a little giraffe. Looks a little on the long side. I don't know if that will be different when the figure is in hand or not. We'll have to wait and see. Other than that, he looks good. Just a little worried about the neck on that guy. Next we have Darklon. I saw this image and I had no idea who this was. I had to look it up. I never had this figure as a kid, although I could have. He was released in 1989. That was my prime G.I. Joe time. But this image of the figure has grown on me over time. I'm really looking forward to it. It looks like he comes with some great accessories, a sword there. He's one of those bizarre looking figures that I probably would have liked as a kid, and I still do today. He's got the green on the top, and then the sort of reddish pants, and then the translucent orange boots. It's just crazy and bizarre, and looks great. Great for Cobra. Next we have General Flag. I did have, this is based on the Battle Corps version from 1993, and I did have that figure, but I don't think this is inspired by that figure, but it, I don't know, if you had told me that this was General Flag, I wouldn't have believed you. I thought I would think it would be somebody else. The vintage figure had sort of a brownish bomber jacket, and this guy looks like a black motorcycle jacket, and his face sculpt is a little on the young side. General Flag is supposed to be kind of an older guy. He's a general. I mean, the figure looks fine. It's just the inspiration for this modern version looks different than this. So, I mean, the figure looks great, but other than that. Moving on, we have the Battle Corps Cobra Viper. This is totally different than the regular Cobra Viper. I never had this guy as a kid. I do like purple in my Cobra figures. This is definitely purple. It's got some purple and orange and gray there. Looks a little plain to me. I would like to see some more paint apps, maybe on the boots or something. Just a little more detail like that. Other than that, I guess he's okay. He's probably one of the weaker figures of this bunch. Next we have Raptor. I always wanted this figure as a kid and never got him, so I'm looking forward to getting this modern version. He's still got that bird head, eagle head, hawk head on the top of his head there. He comes with his animal companion bird, sporting a revolver. He's just one of those weird, crazy Cobra figures that I really like. So looking forward to getting him. This guy, Rico Gaucho Gonzalez from Z-Force. He's a repaint of 50th Gung Ho. They changed the chest tattoo. I mean, the Gung Ho that Gung Ho figure is great. If you've seen my review for that, you know my opinion on him. I don't really have an opinion on this version of the figure, the repaint. It looks okay, I guess. I just not familiar with the original figure, so don't really have much to say on him. Okay, this is the original mock-up image of Salvo that the club released, and when they did, the internet exploded. There was rioting in the streets, cars were set on fire, cats and dogs were living together. It was mass hysteria. And so people voiced their opinions. Some of them had very strong opinions. And the club listened, and they issued a new mock-up image, which I think looks a lot better, 100 times better. Now, they have said they hope that these parts are available, so I'm hoping that this is the figure that we'll get. The first image looks like Salvo's little brother. The redo looks a lot better. And if you're not familiar with Salvo, he is based on the 1990 figure. He had a decent amount of screen time on the Deke animated series. So, looking forward to this guy if he looks like the new image. Scoop was one of my favorite figures as a kid. Some of you, if you are early Joe fans from the early years, you probably did not have Scoop or didn't like him because he had a bright yellow and green outfit. This looks like it's not a bright yellow, maybe sort of a orangey yellow kind of color and a dark green. But I really like that figure as a kid so far. This looks good. I think the head and helmet is based off a Sky Patrol figure, if I'm correct. I'm not sure if the helmet is removable. I think it is. So he looks good. Then we have Sneak Peek. This is based on the original 1987 figure. Now we just got a Tiger Force Sneak Peek. I just did a review of him, so check that out. But this is basically a repaint of that figure with a new vest on the torso, and looks like everything else is the same, just some repaint. So if you like the Tiger Force version, you probably like this one. And next we have Steel Raven, based on the G.I. Joe Extreme animated series character. I have never seen G.I. Joe Extreme, so I don't know anything about this character, but she looks great. I love female villains. They're always interesting, and it's a very interesting color scheme they went with. Black and sort of a brownish gold color. Love the eye patch. So looking forward to getting her. And last but not least, we have the Cobra Shattered Glass Zmot. This guy is based on the Sunbow cartoon design and Adventure Team Shattered Glass comic, which I think was in the Club magazine. I'm not sure, but this is Zmot, and he didn't have a physical twin in the story. His twin, I'm using air quotes, you can't see them, but I'm using air quotes. His twin was his reflection in the mirror. So I have a feeling that we're not going to be seeing a Tomax version of this guy. I could be wrong, but I don't think we will. But this guy looks good to me. I've heard people say that he's not going to fit in with any of their other figures, and they don't like him for one reason or another. I think he looks good. He looks a lot like the Sunbow animated characters when they're in their business suits, so I'm looking forward to him too. So that's what I think, but I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about these figures? Let me know in the comments below. As always, you can find me on social media. There are links in the description for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.